This is Wolf and Rosie's Graveyard Adventures, and we're here at
Bellevue Cemetery in Danville, Kentucky. We have come today to start showing some of these beautiful graves off to everybody, and we hope everybody enjoys our first episode. We're going to start over here to the right-hand side, and I'm sorry for the camera being so shaky. This is a very beautiful and well-kept cemetery here in Danville, Kentucky. Danville's kind of historic for certain people. I'm going to show off some of the older graves here, and thought everybody likes to see how pretty it is. Look how beautiful that is, y'all. We're going to head over to the older section here. Sorry for the camera being shaky or bouncy, but I'm using a cell phone today. Speed limit's 10 miles an hour, but we're only going to walk at 3. So come with us today, and we are going on an adventure. So where do you want to start out, Rosie?
down at the older section, probably.
Down at the older section?
Yeah. There's really beautiful graves down there.
We got some really old stuff here. My daughter's the cameraman for today, so I hope y'all enjoy. Yes, I'm wearing a Stitch backpack. Yes, it looks goofy, but why not? If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? Show them some of these older stones right here. Very beautiful little scenic place here. Very well kept, very well managed. We're just out on our Sunday walk today, and we figured we'd come here. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Want to go down there and take a look at that one?
Yeah. We will be telling the stories of
in the future. Here on Wolf and Rosie's Graveyard Adventures, on future episodes of it, we're going to be doing little short stories and stuff like that on the graves and the people, trying to share some local history and stuff like that. I mean, we hope everybody enjoys. Our little cemetery walks and cemetery adventures. We don't know much about this graveyard yet. We just seen it and thought it was amazing looking, so we decided we just wanted to stop in and take a look. Thomas, son of Faramay and Jamie Kearney Kilmans. I probably am really butchering that name. If I am, I'm sorry.
Born in February 27th, 1791, died
July 30th, 1826. I think we finally found the oldest part of the cemetery, I believe. But it is gorgeous here in downtown Danville, Kentucky. We just thought, everybody would like a little tour some of our older graves. My daughter is taking pictures of some of the older graves to see if we can find some stories about them later so we can look it up and repost updates. If anybody in Danville, Kentucky has any stories on any of these older graves, please contact us here at Wolf and Rosie's Graveyard Adventures. Some of the most beautiful old graves I've seen in a while here. We have a lot of spires and stuff like that.
You want to go towards that angel?
We have come here in respect for everybody. I'll try not to move too quickly, that way everybody can see some of the older graves here. What'd you find right there? There we go. I'll back up, get you all the full picture of it as long as I don't trip over something here. There we go. Danville, Kentucky is very beautiful here. Everybody's really nice. In later episodes, we plan to make it get a better camera. These beautiful stones here. Until and he that believeth in me, though he will be dead,
yet shall he live.
guilty but steadfastly he confesseth his master before men, and good servant, great heart, gently and faithfully. That is beautiful. Another beautiful old stone here. Rosie went by to beat my eyes here because I don't know how far I can back up. All right. Very beautiful here. Very quiet. There is a few people here in the graveyard with us. We met a very nice lady. There's another one of those amazing statues here. We're going to go over here and take a look at it and see what we got.
Whoa.
Now, how beautiful is that, folks? Mrs. is Hattie W. Chamberlain. Samuel Harding and his wife, Lucy Wagner. We'll just take us a leisurely stroll here. My daughter Rosie is taking pictures behind me of everything we want to look up. These beautiful, unusual stones here. These are gorgeous. Try to get y'all better pictures of them here. We are all about respecting those who passed on, and we love to tell their stories. We're going to continue our little leisurely stroll here. Nothing like walking through a graveyard. So peaceful. There's my girl Rosie up ahead of me. She's taking pictures. That's my daughter, my best bud. We are graveyard enthusiasts. We love graveyards. We love the old style tombstones and things like that. I know a lot of this is just my voice and little Rosie up ahead of me. What do you think about it, Rosie? Yes, it is. She has spotted something, so we're going to go look at it. Try to get y'all some pictures here. I think she found her a tomb she wants to look at. What'd you find over here, Rosie? You guys speak up so our viewers can hear now.
Born 1907, died 2004.
That's a little bit newer. We're starting to get over into the...
Beautiful though.
It is gorgeous. With all due respect, if any graves on our channel are of your loved ones, we are here out of just respect, just showing off the beauty of Danville, Kentucky's graveyards. We want to give a big shout out to Faces of the Forgotten, Hollywood Graveyard, Serenity Sioux. We want to give a big shout out to all of y'all, because all of you are the ones that inspired us to do this. Me and Rosie watch all y'all shows all the time. So thank you all for paving the way for all graveyard enthusiasts. I just stepped in a hole. We are following the Rosie here. She's leading the way today. Some of these beautiful old stones. Hold on, Rosie. I'm not with you yet. You can't read it off till I'm up there and the viewers can hear you. You gotta speak up, baby.
R.W. Washington, born December 28th. 1798. 1798 died.
Sweetheart, that looks like a 2.
No.
Let me see.
Yeah.
That's a 2.
72. Died 1865.
Some of these are older stones over here. These are gorgeous. These are absolutely beautiful.
Look at that one.
Peter T. Century, Martha C. Century, December 14th, 1819 to March 12th, 1894. Martha S. Century, March 10th, 1827 to May 25th, 1978. It is a exceedingly warm day here in Danville, Kentucky. Oh, we got something over here. Served in the Virginia Foreign during the American Revolution. At the age of 10 years, as a driver on a munitions wagon, he was at Yorktown when Cornwallis surrendered. Wow! Wow! I will get a good picture of that. Wow! We are continuing our walk to see what we can find. Now there's a bit of history for you. Oh, an unfortunate broken stone. All right, I guess let's double up. Go a different direction.
Go back down the right away.
We'll go back down this way.
Yeah.
I see a couple really pretty statues. We are still recording, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes, okay. My daughter's more of a phone guru. I'm a kind of an old fart. Beautiful statues here. Try to get around to get a good picture. There we go. That is beautiful. That is absolutely gorgeous.
Fanny. Daughter of...
I believe that feller over there, we're going to have to come back to because he was at Yorktown. We'll have to explain Yorktown and everything. I believe he's a person of interest.
That's why I took a picture of the game.
All righty, we're carrying on. Hope y'all enjoying our little walk, because we are. We are enjoying our Sunday. You pull a soda out of that backpack, I swear I'll drink it. There should be an open one. Here's some more old grapes. Get the top there. Take a second to That's good and cold. Well, cold-ish. Had to stop for a second, let my daughter dig through the backpack on my back. Thank you for moving my hair. That was starting to pull. That was that kind of hurt though. This is absolutely gorgeous, folks. We are looking for any graves of, well, any of these older graves that I believe people have very good stories to.
Let's cut down to them over there.
Uh-oh, my daughter wants to go to the Civil War side of here. Quite a few battles between North and the South happened here. God rest all of them. They were still American soldiers.
The battle was over Cotton, if I remember correctly.
There's a lot of different opinions on that.
Well, school's opinion was over slavery.
Well, it played a part.
Between cotton or slavery.
Basic economics. Basic economics. A lot of lives lost on both sides for something some politician decided to start. America was founded off of freedom, and a lot of politicians just want to take that freedom away a little bit at a time.
I'm going to go read that track down there. Memory of the People.
Well, I got to take it slow for a minute because I'm recording this.
I have a tendency of walking.
You need a tendency of being able to talk to you too. It's a beautiful little shady spot here. Gorgeous little shady spot.
What are these numbers for?
Okay, most people, after the battle, Sissy, they didn't have dog tags and stuff like that. So some graves that have like, that's the number of the person that they counted that died, I guess. Or for the cemetery, say you're looking for this gentleman here. You go up there to that plaque by the gate. It's got a number. The number's on the back of the headstone. That way they know that the person's buried here. I say these. Joseph Friends, Private, Company 1, 90th Ohio Infantry.
I don't know how to pronounce the last name.
McLaughlin.
McLaughlin?
Matt McLaughlin, I
Kentucky.
believe. Rest your all souls. It is so somber walking through the Civil War battleground, as well as walking in between their graves, because you got to remember that they gave their life so people could be free. Addressed by President Lincoln at the dedication of the Gettysburg National Cemetery on November the 19th, 1863. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that great war, we have come to dedicate a portion of the field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that the nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men living and dead who struggled here have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or distract. The world will little note nor long remember that we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from those honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from this earth.
In honor of those who gave the ultimate sacrifice in service to the United States of America and the families they left behind, the sacrifice will never be forgotten.
Rest in peace, y'all. You all did your parts. From the Bellevue of the Dead by Theodore O'Hara. The muffled drums' sad roll has beat the soldier's last tattoo. No more on this last parade shall meet that brave and fallen few. On Frame's eternal campaign ground, their silent tents are spread, and glory guards with solemn round the bivouac of the dead. Danville National Cemetery. So now we are going to continue our walk. What time does my phone say it is?
5:47. There's a neat one down that way that looks like a house.
Well, we are going to go that way, Rosie. So what have you learned today so far?
A lot of lost ones. Some have been forgotten. Some will never be forgotten.
The honored. I believe the whole world deserves honor, and I believe the dead deserve it more than the living sometimes. People come in, they knock over their headstones, and it's pathetic. People keep forgetting whether you were good, evil. You're not in this world no more. So what evil can the world say against you? Now, there is a few cases where people have done a lot of evil deeds, and unfortunately those stories need to be told, so, well, it won't be repeated, really. Oh, here's a beautiful Celtic cross over here to the right-hand side. We have got to stop and see this. We have got to stop and see this.
Guys Williams, born 1838 to 1999. Isabel A., born 1843 to 1929. The sweet remembrance of the rest shall flourish when they sleep in the dust. That's beautiful.
God, that is so gorgeous. We are carrying on in our little adventure tonight. Me and Rosie have been planning this for almost a year now. And work schedules kind of kept me from it. And now, well, if I told Rosie if I was going to do this, that I needed to go ahead and get it done. So every Sunday, as long as it ain't raining, we got a couple graves over here on. These are interesting. Oh, we are going to that. Yes, ma'am, we are.
Wow.
These are pretty. 1917 looks like.
I'm going to clean this thing off.
We'll clean the dirt off?
Yeah.
All right. But it's not actually dirt, it's just grass that got blew up while they were. Carlton McWaters, 1890 to 1971. And I'm going to go over here to this other side. Ethel Lane McWaters, 1890 to 1965. For everybody who is buried here, we're here with great respect for y'all. We can't wait to learn more about y'all's stories and try to tell many of the stories of those that passed on. I am definitely coming over there. I'll kind of let y'all get a good sized view of how big the crypt is. And then I am going to go in.
Benjamin Franklin Phillips, born April 3rd, 1845. Died December 25th died December 25th, 1899.
His wife, Elizabeth Dillon Phillips.